America, you need to have proper documentation. If it's Colorado, you say Colorado people in Kenya, this certain people in America. If it's Ethiopia, if it's Uganda, here in America now, I can be a host, but I cannot be a sponsor because I haven't worked for long.
Hello and welcome back to Simon's World. Every year, millions of people from across the globe participate in the Diversity Visa Lottery, dreaming of a chance to start a new life in the United States. For most, it begins as a hopeful idea, a long shot, almost impossible to imagine coming true. Yet, for a lucky few, that dream becomes reality. Winning the Diversity Visa Lottery is not just a moment of excitement. It's the start of a journey, one filled with challenges, discoveries, and opportunities. In this video, we'll explore what typically happens in the months after arriving in the United States, following the story of Allan, a Kenyan DV Lottery winner who recently moved with his family. Allan's story gives us insight into what life can really look like for a newcomer beyond online forums, official instructions, or assumptions. From finding housing and learning transportation system to understanding cultural norms, managing finances, and entering the workforce. His experiences highlight both the practical and emotional sides of starting anew. This video is informal. Individual experiences vary depending on location, preparation, financial resources, and support networks. Allan is originally from Eldoret, Kenya, where he lived in Chebarus, part of the Kimumu area. Chebarus borders Monyaka with schools, markets, and local businesses nearby. It is this vibrant community-centered neighborhood that shaped his early experiences.
No, hata mimi ni mtu wa Eldoret, ni ile tu sasa nimekuja nilifanya kazi Nairobi, lakini Eldoret nimekaa Eldoret. Hapo Kimumu tu. Sasa hiyo road inaona njia ya kuoda Chebarus na Monyaka, around hapo iko tu.
Before moving to the United States, Allan relocated to Kahawasukari, Nairobi for work. It was here that he applied for Diversity Visa Lottery, and like many Kenyans, without expecting much.
What I've noticed in this DV, you just applied and you forgot about it, and I did my work.
Allan applied for the DV Lottery for the first time and won, highlighting that luck, preparation, and timing can converge in unexpected ways.
Because it was my first time, so I just applied and I just forgot about it.
The confirmation number is a gateway to the lottery results. Losing it can cause unnecessary stress and delays. Secure it carefully, whether digitally or physically. Allan also emphasizes the importance of applying as a family. Even if only one member is selected, others can come as derivatives. This planning ensures the family transitions together, reducing logistical complications.
Let me try and remember. That was May 2023. That is when I actually I did not find. I knew a bit information of the process. So of course, usually when the green card is out, it is always in the website and the public domain. So that. I think it was around 10 o'clock. I remembered, I had applied it. So I told my wife, let me check. And interestingly, I just picked my phone from my pocket. And I went into the website. I logged my confirmation number. So you should have your confirmation number. There's that confirmation number. I know most of people usually forget to keep it safe. Yeah. So mine, I just kept it somewhere. I wrote it somewhere. And so I confirmed my confirmation number, and I saw the message, you have been randomly selected, and I told my wife we won the green card, we're going to America. She thought it was a joke. So I saw the message, I smiled, I told my wife, we won the green card, we're going to America. And she said, what? Are you serious? And she went, we had applied, when you are a spouse, usually apply, one applies for the family and the other one. So it is that is two chances. So okay. She went and logged in on the website, but unfortunately she was not selected. She's me there as a derivative now.
In late October, Allan and his family embarked on their journey. Traveling internationally for the first time can feel overwhelming. Airports are labyrinths of unfamiliar sounds, signs, and procedures. Jet lag looms, and the mind races with anticipation.
We landed in the US, that was on 30th, and our port of entry was Chicago. And we took another plane now to Colorado.
Before arriving in the United States, Allan already had a connection through family. His host Doug knew Allan's brother, which made the introduction smoother and more reassuring.
So we landed in Colorado, and luckily my brother was here.
Arriving in a new country is often a mix of excitement and exhaustion. Allan's brother met them at the airport, a familiar face that eased initial anxieties. Shortly afterward, they met the Doug family who would host them for the first few weeks.
And he received us at the airport, and that is where we received us well, and we went to Doug's house. That is how he received us in America the first time.
The support they received during these first days provided more than just a place to stay. It gave them guidance, reassurance, and a sense of stability, all critical for adjusting to a completely new environment.
They have been the game changer in our transitioning in America, and they have really helped us a lot. From the time we started traveling, they have been with us, and they have gone with us throughout the process of confirming the air tickets, facilitating the air tickets for us, and we really thank them for making this process very smooth.
In the DV process, having a host in the United States is not just helpful, it is often a requirement. New immigrants must provide proof of a host when applying for their visas. This ensures that there is a place for them to stay upon arrival while they settle in, open bank accounts, and begin looking for work.
Especially if you don't have a host in America, it is and somebody who is guiding you, it is you'll find it very hard to transition, and will give you a lot of challenges. Yeah, you have to have a host which you must prove in the embassy, because this process usually require you to have somebody who will stay with you before you pick up and you get work in America. So you have to have, it's a requirement. Actually, it's a requirement. If you don't have a host, you might not. Maybe your visa will be delayed to be given until you find out so that you'll be given the visa.
The first weeks in a new country bring constant adjustments. Housing, transportation, errands, and learning local systems can all feel overwhelming. Staying with hosts provides a safety net, allowing newcomers to focus on learning rather than immediate survival. Allan describes how this support made the transition manageable. And
we thank them a lot. They have really done a lot of work in helping us transitioning. We came out, I think, 1 month ago. Now we are staying at our. We rented an apartment. Now we are staying at an apartment.
Living with hosts allowed Allan to learn about US system gradually, navigating buses, grocery shopping, understanding local services, and getting familiar with rules and expectations. Another adjustment Allan noticed early on was the weather. Like many newcomers from Kenya, he arrived expecting constant cold and heavy snow. The reality, however, was more balanced and predictable than he had imagined.
We are used to snow. We thought snow it will come this week, but it is sunny, which is good.
Beyond the temperature itself, what stood out most was how weather information is communicated and planned for in everyday life. These alerts are practical and detailed, helping people plan their movement, clothing, and daily activities in advance.
Yeah, here it is very interesting. You might snow today, but they usually give they give an alert. The weather people, they give each and every day they give alert. Maybe in the next 1 week, maybe they prepare in the next 1 week there will be snow, so prepare yourself.
Allan quickly noticed that life in the United States has its own rhythm. Almost every detail, commuting, shopping, interactions, is all guided by systems, rules, and organization. Coming from Kenya, he was impressed by the structure, efficiency, and predictability in daily life.
What really surprised me is the infrastructure and the way they do their things is very organized. Mm-hmm. Everything is strategic, and you have to follow the rules. Maybe what I saw with the roads is you need to be very disciplined, especially if you're using the road, and a lot of I can say the system is very well. It is very well organized. That is what surprised me, as compared to Kenya, where we have a bit of not people are not that really organized.
Transportation is often one of the biggest adjustments. In many areas, having a car is essential. Public transit exists, but is limited and strict. Ride shares can be costly, and without a license, moving around requires dependence on others. Hosts play a key role in easing this transition.
Transportation here is, I can say, is a bit different. Not that different, but most of the place you need to have, most of the neighborhoods you need to have a car, and if you depend on public transport, you need to be there at maybe if you are going to a place at 8 o'clock now, you'll be there at the public transport at 8 o'clock so that the bus will pick you up. But mostly is Uber. They use Uber a lot, and if you don't have a car, use Uber. And but Uber, I can say, is a bit you need a bit of money because it's quite expensive. So transportation is mostly is Uber and public transport, which is commonly used.
Even simple routines, grocery shopping, cooking, visiting neighbors, all this can feel like a learning curve. American social norms, etiquette, and expectations may be unfamiliar. Hosts and community networks help newcomers navigate these subtleties.
Interestingly, we did not find any challenge on food and what to eat and what to expect, because we were waiting for that culture. We wanted to experience new things. So when we came here at the Dogs, we found I think the expectation on what we imagined back home and what we got there, maybe a small, I can say, a bit of the food is different, but mostly in Kenya we have bread, and here we have bread, so it was not more of a surprise. I think we enjoyed the foods and the new food and the new culture in experiencing new food.
Understanding the difference between hosting and sponsorship is crucial. Hosting is temporary accommodation and guidance. Sponsorship is a formal financial commitment, documented through forms like I-134. Allan emphasizes clarity on this distinction.
For hosting and sponsorship, those are two different things. They are different, but they can be one at the same time. So as maybe me here in America now, I can be a host, but I cannot be a sponsor because I haven't worked for long. But what I'm meaning is that sponsor, it is a document. It's a requirement where a person produces that document at the embassy for sponsor, for which shows that a person can sponsor you while in US and it can give a financial support. So that's the difference. Hosting is just somebody can host you with a house and just to make you to stand on yourself after 3 months. Because after 3 months you will go to work and be able to sponsor yourself.
Employment is an immediate priority. Bills, rent, groceries, and transportation require income. Allan applied for work as soon as he received his documents and got a job within about a month. Flexibility, humility, and willingness to start from an entry-level position were key. Financial planning is also crucial. Allan stresses budgeting, understanding expenses, and prioritizing needs.
It is, I can say it's a bit challenging, and at the same time it's easier. Easier in form of when you receive all the documents, because America you need to have proper documentation, and the documents has to be right. So when you received your documents, that is green card and a driving license, and your high school diploma, which is a requirement to work in America, you will be able to apply for jobs. And if you apply and you do interview and successful, you receive the job.
Life in the US offers opportunity, yes, but it demands discipline and strategy. Community connections can make the transition smoother. Fellow Kenyans, Church groups and WhatsApp networks provide guidance, emotional support, and companionship. Allan advises joining communities early for advice on housing, employment, and schools.
What I can say right now is very important to have a community that you understand well, and having that community, it will help in terms of moving forward in terms of communication. Also, they might connect you with where you need to know what you need to do, because when you come here, you might find yourself unaware of what to do, because here people do things everything is online. You apply for yourself. You need to have information you have to have a driving license, you have to go to school, you have to know where to apply jobs. Yeah, it's quite good to have a community here, and with technology and WhatsApp, it is easier because you can Google a community in your area. If it's Colorado, you say Colorado people in Kenya, this certain people in America. If it's Ethiopia, if it's Uganda, it's easier because you just Google and you might find those people online, and you join them. Also, local church, you can go to local church where you see people, your community is there, and you'll find people there, and that will help because they will pick you up and tell you what to do and what is supposed to be done. Yeah, and you'll be able to work well, and you will find yourself living without any, I can say, any difficulties, because you'll get help easily, and also even advice, because most of the information here is out there with those community people who have lived here.
Learn about the area you plan to live in. Seek advice from friends or relatives already in the US. Plan housing, transportation, and employment in advance.
Ni bidii, kila mahali ni bidii kabisa. It is hard work. Even here in America, I've seen people usually say, ukifika America ni pesa. No, it's not money. You need to work, and you need to work hard as well. Yeah, you have to work hard, and nobody will give you money here. You have to work hard, and
Allan is currently doing work different from what he studied in Kenya. He plans to verify his Kenyan credentials before pursuing his professional career in the US.
Not really. Yet, because I'll need to advance. I'll need to verify my documents. You need to verify your credits back in Kenya so that they'll approve your credential here, so that you might use them. But for now, I'm doing something different.
Preparation extends beyond the application. Gather all documents, birth certificates, marriage certificates, KCSE results.
Be ready with the documents. Put your documents right. If you're married, go and get your marriage certificate. If you have children, go and get their birth certificates. If you have your minimum requirement, which is high school. Here they usually call it high school diploma, but us we call it KCSE.
Yes.
Put it right.
Allan's journey shows that winning the DV lottery is only the beginning. Success depends on preparation, adaptability, and effort.
And also, in terms of finances, I know it's a costly process. What I can advise people is you can also borrow. You can go to your chief's place, to your member MP, and if you are not able to finance, you tell them you've won, and you need support. So let them have information. Also, they let them Google more information about the process, because it needs a lot of information. Most of people get missed out because they don't have information.
Life in the US brings opportunity, responsibility, and a new rhythm of daily living. Hosts, family, and communities provide essential guidance. By combining preparation, determination, and support, newcomers can transform the promise of the DV lottery into a fulfilling journey.
Subscribe to Simon YouTube channel for information of DV lottery. If you need anything about DV lottery, kindly come to Simon and subscribe. You will get updates, and you'll have yourself a lot of information here.